Welcome back to the channel. My buddy Wade Miley has thrown a no-hitter, and he was pretty shocked about it. He didn't know how he did it, but I'm going to watch it for the first time and see exactly how he did it. So if you want to watch that analysis with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. First things first about Wade, he works extremely quickly, so it's like get the ball back, get on the mound, and throw it again. He's got one of the quickest times between pitches in all the big leagues. Might be the quickest, actually, I don't know. I haven't seen those numbers this year, but he's usually in the top 5. And it puts a lot of pressure on the hitters. You see a lot of hitters getting in the box, like asking the umpire for time so they can kind of get ready, and Wade's just on the mound like ready to throw. His delivery is also very quick and up-tempo, so when he gets a sign, it's like, boom, go. So he puts a lot of pressure on the hitters just in that way because he rushes them a lot. At least that's what hitters talk about. They feel rushed in the box, and so it kind of throws them off their game a little bit. Another thing is he throws a ton of cutters, and he throws them where he wants them. And we'll see command charts here in a second, but he's kind of steps across his body, so there's some deception there, and cuts the ball back across the body over here. So yeah, he works quickly, commands the ball really well, and there's some deception to the delivery. So let's jump right in. The first thing that we have here is we have some command charts from the game. You can see over here his curveball he landed. Just to explain these charts, you have the intended location at the center of the cross right here. So you know that part right there where the X is. And the red circle on the graphs here is basically one quadrant of the strike zone. So you can see here with his cutter over in this graph, he's landing about half of his pitches in the quadrant that he wants to, which is like really elite command of that pitch. One thing, if you look at the four-seam fastball over here, he's almost never missing above his target. He's always either at the target or below. So he's putting this pitch in generally decent spots, and you can see if you look at just the left to right version of this, this is the quadrant's width. Basically everything is within the quadrant height-wise that he wants it. So he's getting the ball inside, he's getting the ball outside when he wants it, with very few misses. Over here on the curveball side, most of these curveballs are targeted extremely well. There's 3 down here that are just waste pitches that he kind of bounced. He was intending to get chase on and just threw them a little bit short. So these ones down here aren't going to hurt at all because they're just balls. They're not in bad locations. If you look at the changeup graph, most of the changeups as well are within a quadrant lane-wise. They're in the quadrant that he wants them. So he's not trying to throw many pitches outside and yanking them down and in or anything. He got a couple over here that he missed arm side that are usually just going to be balls, and this one over here that he yanked. But everything other than that is basically in the quadrant. So 3 over here, 4 that he missed here, and 1 there. That's 8, 9. We got a couple of these cutters that he missed up here, so we can call that 12, and a couple of these ones down here, maybe another 5 there, 17, and a couple of these ones down here that were pretty big misses. So about 20 of the 113 pitches that he threw were probably like waste pitches, which means that about 93 of the pitches were usable pitches. So that's putting a lot of pressure on the other team to put the ball in play, to swing the bat. We'll see, how the umpires were, but good command with kind of a deceptive delivery and a pretty good pitch mix here. You see through 8 curveballs, through some fastballs, through some cutters, through some changeups. So kind of an even mix between the cutter and the changeup. The cutter going to his glove side, the changeup running away. Cutter is going to be like 86-ish. Changeup's going to be more in the low 80s. And then he'd throw some fastballs for effect and throw some curveballs for effect, but kind of splitting the plate left and right. So that's kind of the introduction to it, just based on what I know of Wade and looking at these charts right here. Charts are courtesy of my friends over at 4app. So thank you for sending those over, and let's watch. So there's the fastball. First thing here, if we go back, Wade's going to live kind of here and off the plate. So he's going to throw a ton of stuff there, and he's going to throw a ton of stuff over here and off the plate, and he's trying to live in these zones to get you to chase. That's kind of the general setup. So if you see the glove set up off the plate in over here a lot during the game, that's kind of why. Or if you see the glove set up kind of off over here, that's kind of why. So Fastball in, jams him, changeup miss. Great spot there. Right back to it. And then that ball's in play. So clearly, in that at bat with Hernandez, they felt like they had a pretty good spot down here for changeups and threw a lot of them. So you threw the fastball in here, get him thinking in, and then you just throw soft stuff going over here, and you get that weak ground ball. I feel like I've talked about this with Luplow before. When he faced Rodon, the Indians have been no-hit twice this year, both by lefties. Luplow generally tends to hit lefties better than he hits righties, so this is a dangerous at bat. This here is the cutter, kind of down and in. And this is what I was talking about. Even though he missed, you saw the glove set up here, and the cutter was in that exact lane, just a little bit below. So he got the ball in the left to right zones that he wants. So ball one there, right on the edge. Comes back with a changeup away and misses. One thing about Wade too is he doesn't mind being behind in the count. Just because he's behind, he's not going to aim for this kind of middle zone. He's still going to pick off the edges, and you can see that here. He's looking to hit that spot just inside the zone, get that cutter, get that call. Now, if Wade's getting this call in a game, he's going to be really tough to score against. And you can see Luplow's reaction there is not too happy about it. Fastball in for effect, and then a fastball freeze right there. I got to imagine Luplow felt like this one was going to be a cutter that broke down in this way. And this is one of those fastballs that we were talking about where you can see the intended height is here, and the finishing height, is there, but it's in the exact same lane that he wanted it. So gets that freeze. Jose Ramirez curveball, back-to-back curveball. So slowed him down. See on this one here, Jose kind of backs off. Sped him up a little bit, so now I imagine there's going to be some cutters in here. Fastball again for a strike. Fastball again. Oh, there's the cutter, yeah. So 2 fastballs here. Now Wade's fastball is going to run back a little bit. It's mostly like a true four-seamer, but it's going to run back just a little bit. And then you throw this cutter off of it, kind of running inside off the fastball. So you get one that's kind of coming this way, a cutter off, and you get a swing, and now you're going to try with something that looks there and really breaks away and is slower on the changeup. We just missed the zone. And then we get there on the 3-2 count. Again, if you look at this, Wade's getting contact on balls that are, here, outside of the zone. So he's getting guys to chase his pitches because they're close enough to chase, but it puts him in a good spot. Cutter in, fastball strike, go with the changeup away, and after that swing, he's got to go back to it. Got to go back to it again. And then you get that fastball in. So the first time through the order, I'm used to seeing Wade throw a lot of cutters moving in this way, and he's actually gotten some freeze on 3 hitters now on fastballs that just kind of stay right here, that start off in and come back for strikes as opposed to starting on and going off for balls. So I wonder if he's going to change that up the second time through and just start filling up this zone in here with cutters, but we will see. Cutter away, cutter away, cutter, fastball. That was a fastball in. So that one, you have, start here, go away, start here, go away, start here, and go in from the tunnel, and you get that pop fly. So pretty good command already, just dotting up. There's one of those cutter misses. Cutter miss, a little squirrely here, and you get that fastball in on the hands. Ooh, who we got there? Who's that? We got Farmer out there. Got a little bit squirrely on that throw, but got the out. Cutter away. Left on left changeups. Elevated fastball dotted, and now. Oh, he tried the front hip cutter right there. You can see how quick Wade's working here. And it's just like pitch after pitch after pitch. It rushes the hitter. It rushes me doing the analysis. I'm like having trouble to follow along with what he's up to. But tried this front hip cutter, didn't quite get there. So now I imagine that a pitch that starts here and runs off this way is a changeup, or you can probably go with something that starts here and breaks down, but we'll see. Cutter off, cutter up, and then there's the fastball in. Good at bat here by Naylor, and then the curveball. So Wade's going to live in that 81 with the changeup to the 87 range. He's going to live anywhere in between here, and he's going to bounce back and forth at a lot. And every now and then he'll ramp it up to 90 with the fastball, or he'll go down at 75-ish with the curveball. And this is the exact thing that you see, because this pitch coming out of the hand looks like either a changeup that's going to end up here or a cutter that's going to end up here, and it has a little bit more depth to it, and it ends up down there, and you get these kind of surprise swings like, So good way to win the battle there by Wade. First pitch lands the curveball, comes back with a changeup. Good combo, big curveball here, something that looks like a strike and is slow down there. So 0-2, right back to the changeup in the dirt. That's his pitch. That's his pitch to righties. Cutter in, great catch by Tucker. Cutter in, gets the swing. Tried that fastball freeze again. We're first time through here, so it looks like they're kind of going cutter in, and the tendency is to go cutter in early, and then stick a hard one with a fastball for freeze first time through. Missed the zone a little bit there. Missed it again, and now the changeup comes, and you get that really bad contact. So that at bat was all speed up in, speed up in, speed up with fastball, speed up with fastball, slow changeup over here, and way out in front. So pretty well executed. Nice catch there by Tucker. Cutter in, backdoor cutter, weak ground ball. Oh, come on, Farm. Is that Farmer or is that Senzel? What shift are we in? Well, either way, some sloppy throws going on so far. Backdoor cutter, now cutter in. Okay, now you can see here how far in Tucker is set up. I mean, he wants this ball way in here. Like, does not want it to be a strike. Now the pitch doesn't get there. And you can see, like, that's the area. Lupla's a little bit out in front of this, but that's the area where he can get to it, because the barrel's passing right through that general zone. Whereas if the ball's in here, where they wanted it, it's a jam shot. So he gets away with that one, and now the changeup away, and you get the swing and miss. Cutter strike. Tried the backdoor cutter. There's the changeup. Bobble by Gino, and still, whoa. All right, what the heck is going on here? This is the changeup. Gets to a good zone again. Contact on stuff right outside of the zone, pretty close, but right outside. And this is already the third, kind of bobble of the game. Good concentration there, though. Picks it up. Strong arm. Do we get him? Yeah, got him. Jose's running hard down the line, as he usually does. But, I mean, usually in no-hitters you see spectacular defense. We've already seen three kind of like, ooh, boy. We're only in the fourth inning. Interesting. Cutter in. So last time we froze with a fastball in here for strike. I wonder if we're going to just cut him in. Nice play there by Farm. Two cutters, though. Two cutters in, so it'll be... Love you, Farm. Cutter away. They're just going to work away with Rosario, it looks like. Kind of got away with that one. Missed his spot. That was one of the bad misses in the game. Tried the curveball down. Tried it again. And then you go with the cutter for the strike. So if we look at the tunnel on this, let's just go back to this curveball here. So this one's kind of short. So we can see, let's get here. Play it forward here. And this ball ends up down there. Let's get one dot in the middle. So this is kind of the trajectory of it. That's a ball. You can see this one follows almost the exact same trajectory. Ball. And then you can see this one follows the exact same trajectory, but it's ends up right here, even though it looks like the curveball that the two curveballs that just bounced in the dirt. And this is kind of what I'm talking about with splitting the plate. So he's going to throw the cutter that's coming this way, and he's going to throw one that looks exactly the same there, but it's going to be the changeup going this way, and then you got the curveballs below the zone. So he used it in reverse, where he threw some cutters and some changeups, and then got Naylor to chase this one after a long at bat. This one he threw two curveballs in the dirt for no chase, and then threw the cutter in the zone and got the swing. So it's just hard for the hitters to pick that up. Backdoor curveball in a good spot. Good play by Gino. Cutter away in a good spot. So he's getting some quick outs here. We're already in the 6th inning. So some quick outs there are going to help for sure. 66 pitches so far. Change up. No, that's a cutter. Cutter in. Oh boy. Okay, what happens here? So let's talk about this. Cutter in. You can see this ball, he's having to pull his hands in this way. If you watch the swing, he's like, oh, this is coming in on me, so I'm going to pull my hands across my body. So that's going to put some spin on the ball. So this ball is spinning basically dead sideways. So this ball hits the ground, and you can see kind of the line. It went right by Wade, so it was in here and it hits the ground and it's starting to kick back this way. So looks like Senzel's expecting this ball to be kind of over here, and when it hits the ground, it kicks right. You can see that it like deviates from the line and kicks right back towards him, and kind of like catches him in between having to slide and dive for it, and just hits him in the heel. Still has time here to get him, I think. Let's see. This throw's on time. Yeah, he's probably out if the throw is in line here. Just kind of in his haste, kind of yanks it away over there, and they call that an error. So in the 6th inning, first base runner. So the first time Wade's been in the stretch, and we'll see how that kind of affects his command here. Cutter in, fastball miss, cutter middle. So he kind of gets away with this one. This is one of the more hittable ones. Just this middle, but you can see that it cut just enough to get off the handle here instead of being on the barrel. This is one of the best ways you can see a cutter when you see it in this position. This looks like a fastball. It's going to be ending up out here, which is where the barrel is, but it actually ends up in here, and you get a little bit of a jam shot. Good job by Wade there to look the runner back. Fires a bullet over there. Ball one, down, down. Perfect spot there, backdoor cutter. Now with Hernandez, I think we got, we threw some cutters in here and some fastballs in here the first time. Change up away. And we missed with the cutter. So this at bat got a little bit squirrely. There's some bad misses around here. We missed last at bat with one right here. So it looks like the stretch was just a little bit foreign to him. Getting a little bit wonky here. And we got Luplo up, kind of a yank there. Gets away with that fastball down middle. That's the one that Loop should have swung at. Cutter down and in. Fastball in. Fastball in. So definitely just like running stuff in here. And then fastball again, man. If any pitch was going to be it, that was going to be it for the game. Middle fastball. Generally, you speed a guy up in here, you speed him up in here, you get some swings in here, you give him one in the middle right there, he's right on time for it, and he crushes it. You can see how much Tucker's like reaching back across the plate. Wade's face like, uh-oh, did it get me? But right to Shogo. Cutter in, cutter up. A little squirrely here to start this inning. Okay, so that's a dangerous pitch in my opinion. Cutter here, cutter up, 2-0, down and in here. But no swing. Cutter in, foul. There's the curveball down, so we're 3-2. I wonder if he goes changeup here? Nope. Oh, he goes with the cutter way in. It's not very often you see Jose swing at a pitch that's that far out of the zone, but clearly he's not seeing the cutter kind of coming in on him too well from Wade. This ball is just chasing him, and he can't get the hands to it. Back. Oh, that's a changeup. Pulled changeup. So that's the one that's dangerous. Like I talked earlier in the video about the lane, about keeping everything in a quadrant, and he's really good at like stacking balls in this quadrant. But this one, he pulls it down and in. Now, this pitch is going to start off in and like run back a little bit into the zone. But if this generates a swing, that's a dangerous spot for that changeup to be. Comes back again. Changeup away. So clearly they identified that they're going to go after him there with changeups. Another one just outside of the zone. Just outside of the zone where it's easy to swing at, but hard to get a barrel on. And we're through 7. Cutter in. Cutter in. Gets away with that fastball middle there. Now after seeing something start here and run in, start here and run in, now something starts here and runs back middle. When it starts here, you think it's going to be even further in. And so that's why you get some of these freezes on just center cut fastballs. This is going to be another cutter in. Oh, he went fastball. Okay. Fastball again. So just wearing out this zone with fastballs and cutters to righties. Cutter away. First pitch ground ball. Nice play right there. Backdoor cutter. Here comes some changeups. Yep. Changeup. Changeup again. Oh, he went for the freeze fastball. I like that. I like that, Wade. I like that. I think that's a freeze. I think that's a strikeout if you execute it. And then we get the changeup. Again, another one outside of the zone. Lots of weak contact for Wade. Cutter in. Cutter in. Is this going to bloop in? Nope. Got a guy right there. Cutter in. Got that call. Changeup away. Yep. So he was probably looking at all the video and saying, okay, like he's always outside of the zone here, so I'm not going to chase. And then he happens to clip the zone perfectly, and Tuck just catches this ball. Yep. Stealing strikes back there, something he's great at. 2 outs, here it is. Cutter in. Cutter in. Changeup right off the plate. There it is again, just off the plate. That's where Wade lives. When he can get guys to swing at it, is what you get all day long. Just weak ground balls. And the celebration. Look at Winker. Winker just with a water bottle right here, just on a warpath. He's not going to have any water left by the time he gets out there to Wade. Spilling all of it on the field. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Well, that's Wade Miley's no-hitter. A couple things. He works extremely fast. He lives on the edges of the zone, which makes it really tough to hit. And he splits the plate. Changeup's going this way, cutter's going this way, and then every now and then stick a fastball, every now and then throw a curveball. But good command, good pace, and Wade Miley, no-hitter. That's what I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. See you in the next one.